Good day, welcome to our Mathematics 4 class, and for today's video lesson, we're going to take up changing decimals to fractions whose denominators are factors of 10 and 100. So for our background information, what do you mean by decimal number? A decimal number are numbers less than 1, and they are written at the right side of the decimal point. Our decimal number could be written into fraction, and that's what we are going to take up later. So you simply write it as decimal fraction or fraction with 10 or 100 as denominator, and then express the fraction to lowest term. The decimal number 0.7 is read as 7 tenths, and therefore this can be written as 7 tenths in fraction. So you see, pareho sila basahon in decimal and in fraction form. Lain lang ang pagsulat in fraction because there you can see that 7 becomes the numerator and it has the denominator 10. So ari atong numerator 7 and then the denominator is 10. The decimal 0.14 is read as 14 hundredths. Therefore, this can be written as 14 hundredths also. So, the same na pangbasa. This is read as 14 hundredths. This is also read as 14 hundredths. Ano ang kaibahan? Your 14 here becomes the numerator here in the fraction and it has a denominator of 100. Now, why is it na diri 10 iya nga denominator and then diri 100 iya denominator? So if we're going to look at that, a shortcut is because we have one decimal number here, which is 7. Ang ginaisip na is the number after the decimal point. That is why isa man di ato nga 0 in the denominator. Now here in the 14 hundredths or 0.14, duha aton decimal number 1 and 4, 14. So here in the denominator, we also have two zeros, but that is the short way method. Later on, I will show to you nga ang 10 ang denominator and nga 100 ang denominator. Okay, look at this place value chart. In this column, we have the ones. If we're going to extend this to the left part, next to ones is tens, followed by hundreds. Right, ito tumakadto. In this column, we have decimal point. And then the first digit after your decimal point is tenths. And the second digit after our decimal point is the hundredths. So let's focus in tenths and hundredths ang nanay. So to read 0.7 in correct way, you read the number 7. So this is 7. And then say its place value, which is tenths. So 7 tenths. To read 14 hundredths, read the number 14. So this one, 14. And say the place value of the last digit for nga hundredths. That is why it is read as 14 hundredths. Okay, so remember, how you read your decimal number is the same as you read it in fractions. So this one is 7 tenths. This is also 7 tenths. This one is 14 hundredths. This is also 14 hundredths. 14 hundredths can be reduced to lowest term. How are we going to do that? Diba ang 0.14 kainan na himutan na siya fraction. Magiging 14 hundredths na siya. 14 ang numerator and 100 ang denominator. What we're going to do to reduce it to lowest term is to divide both the numerator and the denominator with their greatest common factor. So using continuous division, arrange natin ang aton na numerator 14 and the denominator 100, in long L. Tawag ko is long L, but this is continuous division method. And then, i-divide natin sila nga duwa to a prime number na pwede sila ma-divide. And the smallest prime number na pwede sa ila is 2, since they are even numbers. Then, let's process. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Now, 7 and 50, they have no common factors. Wala na sang pwede ma-divide sa ila except 1, and we are not using 1 in dividing them. So what we're going to do, amo na ni siya ang aton nga lowest term. Your numerator 14 in lowest term will become 7 and your 100 will become 50. So 14 hundredths in lowest term is 7/50ths. So 25 divided by 25 is 1 and 100 divided by 25 is 4.